madness.
This man's condition is deteriorating.
What says Dr. Fuller? It's his patient, after all.
He's busy with Captain Fitzroy.
Welcome,
he specifically
folks.
asked us not to bother him.
Welcome, folks. We're back. We just went straight from the craziness of opening that book, and then he got hit with this huge light. Everything started floating, and it looked like the Eye of Sauron, but it was green. And then now, next thing we know, talking to us, there must be some sort of flashback. Here we go.
When that's the case.
Oh, of course. I'll see what I can do. Mr. Blake, can you hear me? I'm Dr. Colden. We'll take care of you.
There's nothing we can do. I tried talking to him. He's catatonic.
Very well. I'll examine him. 30-year-old subject. Severe hypothermia. Erythematous papules around the eyes and eardrums. Necrosed palpebral tissue. Lord, this smell. His skin shows abnormal loss of color and seems dried out. He's totally dehydrated.
That comes from
his fingertips and toes seem to feature a slight ring under the skin.
That definitely.
Touch. Slightly
Oh man, they
sticky.
bring everything Lord Lovecraftian together.
Severe malnutrition. Swollen abdomen with traces of petechia. Doesn't seem like an edema. Slight protuberances seem to indicate the presence of a foreign body.
So, Doctor, an opinion?
I'm not sure I have the necessary knowledge to treat this man.
Don't say that. You're our most worthy doctor after Dr. Fuller.
Some of his symptoms are beyond my comprehension.
What did you find?
He's severely dehydrated.
I see signs of hypodermoclysis, but he's still dehydrated. When was his last IV?
He's constantly under perfusion. I've even gone beyond the recommended dose to no avail. And you won't believe me, but when we bathed him earlier...
He seemed to feel better?
Yes. Like he needs an aquarium, not a perfusion. But that doesn't explain his condition.
In spite of the muscle contractions, his arms seem limp.
Yes. They can't have decalcified, not at this rate.
And yet, if there is a bone in this arm, it's softer than that of a newborn baby. What about his cranium?
It's soft at the touch. It does seem like the skull of a baby.
Look at these sticky rings growing at his fingertips.
One of the Lovecraft
What can be happening?
creatures.
I'm sure you'll find an explanation. You have to.
Did you examine his abdomen? It would seem there's something inside.
He hasn't eaten in days. Are you certain it's not an edema?
No. Can't you recognize an edema? Pushing with your finger won't leave a trace. And look at these bumps.
It's not like he could be pregnant.
Whatever it is, this man has something inside him that shouldn't be there. We should operate on him at once.
Dr. Fuller said not to worry, that the edema would go away by itself.
You know, I'm not sure Dr. Fuller is telling the truth. I almost don't believe it myself, but these symptoms are not those usually associated with the human species.
What do you mean? Don't tell me you believe in extraterrestrials.
No. This poor man is from our world, all right. But his body is undergoing unnatural mutations. And
So we're
this
getting a flashback.
transformation is killing him. His body simply can't cope.
Where could he have gotten such an infection?
I pray that it's not here.
Dr. Colden, may I know what you're doing to my patient?
What I'm doing? How about what you've done to him?
Let us calm down, my dear Marie. I don't appreciate your tone, nor your insinuations. I've done to him what I do to all my patients.
You turn him
Provide
into
him with the best
Lovecraftian
available care.
horrors.
Your imagination is without limit. It's your homemade
Eldritch
drug again, is it not?
terrors from beyond.
Those people are not your guinea pigs.
There, there. What have you seen to put you in such a state?
Let's see what we say is true. These symptoms are words I've never seen the light. You're turning him
I've
into
seen suction cups on his fingers.
just like
his
creatures
falling
in
body
At the Mountain.
temperature,
Read
his
At the Mountains
dehydration.
of Madness.
Had I
along
only read
with
the
Call
report,
after Call
you
of
know what I
Cthulhu.
would have concluded, Doctor.
Do I? Tell me anyway. I'm curious.
He's no longer human. These are the attributes of an animal.
Fascinating. An animal, you say? Could you be more precise? Cephalopod, perhaps?
This amuses you.
Your reaction does. I know your thirst for knowledge, Doctor. It's your innocent worries for this man that have you overreacting.
For this man, and the others whose medical files you've been hiding.
I have to protect my discovery. These people owe me their life, but the world isn't ready yet. It will be, in time.
I will not let you do this.
You disappoint me, Marie, but I still have hope you'll one day share my point of view. In the meantime, take care of your own patients and try not to forget who you're dealing with.
Okay,
Was
so
that a threat? What did he mean?
It was a warning. Dr. Fuller is this institution's founder and one of our profession's most influential voices. My word is of no weight against his. If I continue to protest, I will only ruin my reputation and career.
It's scandalous. Can't we do anything? Is there no evidence of his crimes?
hidden files. Nobody mentioned crimes.
Oh, that evidence exists. I'm sure of it. I need to find the missing medical files.
And where would you find those? In his office? What if you get
This
caught?
is cool being
I'd
like,
rather not
playing
think about
somebody
that.
else.
I'm counting on your discretion.
Of course, Doctor. You can count on me. I'll keep Mum.
Keep him busy. That's why not just ask her, hey, keep this dude busy for a little while. I got some stuff I've got to do, okay? Just keep him busy. Alright, here you go. I'm sorry, I cut my hand. Let's see. Alright, is there anything else we could check? Any other clues? This is really cool, and okay, so we're getting to experience. Let's check out what's over here. Anything else to say? No? Anything else to see over here? We can gain knowledge everywhere.
You're pulling my leg. I'm not joking. I saw the schedule. She's alone in the bathroom again. And she still says nothing to that old witch, Donovan.
Oh, listen to the way you talk, you naughty girl. And the answer is no. You can imagine that she doesn't dare say a thing. That silly goose lets herself be trodden on.
Oh well, at least we won't have to clean for a while.
And just wait and see the next time the water's cut off. It's a real show.
Okay, so that gives me some sort of clue. What's in here? Oh.
Everybody says it. She's a witch, an old hag. I didn't make this up.
Elizabeth? You all right? Why is this room in such a state?
Because, as always, I'm cleaning it by myself. And the water was once again shut off this morning. I had to bother Mrs. Donovan again, giving her a new excuse to belittle me.
Do you really need Mrs. Donovan to open a valve? Why not ask the janitor?
I can't make these decisions without her approval. Imagine if there were a leak. Anyhow, the boiler room is locked half the time. So every time the water gets shut off, I have to go and endure her reproach until she's settled the problem.
I see. Courage, Elizabeth.
Sorry.
Thank you, Doctor.
Okay, alright. Something's up in here. Or not.
Everything all right, Dr. Colden?
All is well, Elizabeth. Thank you. I was making sure the water wasn't cut off yet again.
Thank God, no. The water's running. I have no desire to call Donovan for help.
Okay.
Come now. Don't let that witch sap your morale.
I'm trying, Doctor. I'm trying. It's just that sometimes I imagine she shuts down the water herself, just for the pleasure of harassing me.
Her time is much too precious for these kind of petty games. Courage, Elizabeth.
Thank you, Doctor.
Alright, okay. Positive, bullcrap, okay. Okay, what's in here? Ooh. Files, perhaps? I see files, I see desk. Ultimately, will that go to my... Will I carry over to my main character, my real character? Okay, let's see.
I have little time for you, Doctor. You'll find out that it's not. Oh, wait a minute. Where do you think you're going?
Oh.
Dr. Colden.
Mrs. Donovan.
Nobody goes into Dr. Fuller's office. But rest assured, I'll tell him you came by.
That won't be necessary. Thank you.
I will tell him, nonetheless.
I got something to say to you, lady. Okay, so now we know. Okay, so now we know we cannot go that way unless we create a distraction. Distract Donovan. Cut off the water. Okay, so let's cut off the water. And how do we cut off the water? Do we just simply find... I hear running water in here. I don't hear it.
He says it. She's a witch, an old hag. I didn't make this up. What a pest. It's so unfair. Everybody says it.
The answers must be hidden in Fuller's office.
I didn't make this up. And I'm the one who pays. What a pest.
Okay.
Doctor, please. My chest. Oh.
His perfusion of a semi-physiological solution doesn't seem to work. He's undergoing a ventricular fibrillation. Nurse? Deborah, come and help me, please. His potassium level is too high. Replace it with 2% glucose solution with insulin, calcium, and sodium bicarbonate.
Okay, I know this isn't very
I'll
exciting.
tend to it right away.
This is like,
Thank you.
imagine that you're
He's in
watching
your
a book
hands.
or a movie. You know, so, okay, we're going through, we're discovering things that we would
Hay
not
fever.
have.
What's he doing here?
Why would he be there with just hay fever? Yeah. Okay, he's in a critical ward. And he has...
He broke his back in an accident down by the docks.
Ah, the whaling station. What's wrong with me?
What are you talking
I wonder
about?
if this is Sarah, a Marine code.
Doctor, that you?
Yes, it's Dr. Colden. Tell me what happened.
It's the old whaling station. See?
What did you see there?
Nothing. Nothing at all. The floor was all rotten and I fell straight through.
And that's how you broke your back.
Perhaps. No idea. Passed out.
Uh-huh. I don't believe him.
Why did nobody tell me about her admission?
Irene Sanders, the file describes it, which in her website, as well as those treatments that Mr. Add a handwritten note. He recommends to take her down to psychiatric wing. Uh-oh.
Mrs. Sanders?
Whoa. No way, dude. Wait. Is this the past, or have we jumped to the present somehow? What the hell has happened? Okay, what's this lady's
She
problem?
recently came back from the surgical block. She's stable. Given her file, a nephrectomy would have been inevitable. But Fuller was able to save her kidney.
Okay. Let's find some medical goodies that we can use later. Key to the boiler room, baby. That's what we
The
need.
key to the boiler room. All I have to do is shut off the water and hope Donovan takes the bait.
I wish there was a little bit of a guide as far as, like, you know, where's the boiler room?
Intoxication from breathing organic vapors.
Organic vapors. So that means somebody farted really, really, really hard near him?
Another insomniac. I should find the cause for such a widespread trouble.
Okay, this is all helpful, though.
Dr. Colden, here you are at last. This patient was again brought up to the psychiatric wing. We've been following the treatment you prescribed, but the dysgeusia persists and he's lost a great deal of weight.
That's the guy that provided
We haven't been able to move
distraction to
him.
get us out
The
of
stress makes him
psychiatric
hyperallergic.
ward.
Sir, I am going to examine you. Do you understand? Inject him with a dose of pentobarbital, intramuscular, so that I can conduct the clinical examination. He bit his lips so much, they're still bleeding. White froth, evidently because of such drooling.
This is where you get all the extra, you know, information.
His binds left bloody wounds.
So, Doctor, what should we do with this patient?
I don't know what more. This patient has been
Those basement brutes tied him up too tight, and now he's hurt.
I keep trying to heal his wounds, but he reopens them.
Do you have a diploma as a nurse?
Excuse me?
So take care of this man.
Yeah. Okay. Boiler room, boiler. Hey. Hey, what's up,
It's a
Super?
quiet little town. Days go by, steady as ever. I wanted more for myself, but...
So this is a visitor room. Okay. Hello?
I don't get why they have us waiting so long. Almost
Yeah.
no patients here.
Oh, look who it is.
Ethan,
Marie,
what are you doing here?
I'm waiting for my medication, of course. Why?
We already talked about that. I will prescribe you something.
You're not here for treatment, right?
Am I so obvious?
Only to me. I know you worry about me.
I trust you. I'm happy to see you.
Me too, Ethan. Is that all?
Well, there might be something else. I'm not sure.
Tell me.
I have nightmares. They keep me awake every night. It seems stupid, I know, but they're terrible.
Actually, you're not the only one.
No. No one has ever seen the things I see. It's like I'm turning mad.
Isn't it Ryloth?
So many people have this affliction. It's like an epidemic.
Do you think it might be related to Fuller's work?
I don't know yet, but I will figure all this out. Everyone in Darkwater is suffering from nightmares.
Really?
We don't have any medication left.
Oh. There's no excuse then. I should let you work.
Take care, Ethan.
You too, Marie.
Okay, so this is interesting. I'm just gonna play through
Where
it.
did my fiancé
Let's
go?
be a big chunk, I
I
guess.
hope those nutcases will stop burdening her with work.
Okay. Where? Well, just tell me where. Hey, you. Who's this?
Dr. Colden. Do you want something?
About tree pity.
Sorry, but nobody can take anything until I finish the inventory. Please, the fewer interruptions there are, the faster I'll be finished.
Alrighty then.
This man, Edward Pierce, his file is incomplete. What did
Edward
Fuller do to him?
My main character. This is really
Dr.
cool.
Colden, we need you at once in Dormitory B.
What is the problem?
Mr. Evans seems to be having trouble with his IV.
I've done an exam. Deborah is looking after him.
And the family of Mrs. Harding is asking to see her medical file.
I'll never understand why it's so hard to see patients' files around here.
Rules are rules. See, with Dr. Fuller, he's in charge. Anyhow, they're still waiting, and I don't think they'll leave until they get what they want.
Understood. Anything else?
As a matter of fact, yes.
God.
A man has been brought up from the basement.
I saw him, yes. It's always the same thing. They bring them up, without any explanation, with a multitude of self-inflicted injuries. We take care of the wounds, and then they leave. Each time, I feel like I'm sending them back to hell.
Their affliction is not our responsibility. You cannot save everybody, Doctor.
Okay. It sounds like some of the doctors and nurses I've had. Oh, you're sick? Oh, you're dying? Oh. Dude, tough. So where's B at? Is this the way to B? Can I just run? Oh, we can run. Okay, so, hey, how's it going, man? Oh, you don't want to talk? Okay, what about you? Not a talker?
Let's hope I can go through the administration office.
Hey, man, what's going on? Hey, okay. Pharmacy might be some useful stuff in here.
We're running out of this medicine.
I know, Doctor. We sent the purchase order, though, but Mrs. Donovan refused it.
Once again.
Can't you do anything?
Donovan takes her instructions directly from Dr. Fuller. I'm afraid I can do nothing about it for the moment.
Oh, we got another pseudoscientific work. Cesare Lombroso correlates an individual's morphology with its criminal predispositions. The seriousness of this study and the accuracy of the demonstration can deceive an uninformed reader. Yeah, because it sounds like a load of crap.
The doses prescribed by Fuller are far too high. We've been waiting to be restocked for weeks.
Okay. So now I know everything about this area. Need not know more. I do need to find the boiler room. Where is the boiler room? The boiler room, the boiler room. Is this the boiler room? Boiler room! Yeah. Oh, come on, girl. Come on.
I can't shut this with my bare hands. I need a tool.
Okay. She said tool. Yeah. Okay, so... Find a tool. I see lots of tools around in here. Can I not use any of them? Of course not. That would be crazy. A tool. Okay, where am I gonna find a tool? I mean, there's lots of tools in this hospital, but you know, like, as in they are tools.
She's a witch, an old hag. I didn't make this up. And
It's
I'm the one who
temperamental,
pays.
if I understand
What
correctly.
a pest. It's so unfair.
Okay, I've got a need for something. Run around in here real quick. Okay, we're gonna run from room to room as fast as possible to get this over with. Everybody says it. She's a witch. I don't know who's saying it. I don't know. I didn't hear it. No one told me. Let me find out who's talking there. I'm getting tired of hearing them. Okay, so... Okay, we just need a tool. Hey, nurse, I need a tool. I need a tool. Tools. Okay, something something I can use, please? Okay. Come on.
I'll just sleep a bit more.
Yes, dream. He will see you in your dreams. That I can promise you. Okay, so we have nothing here to pick up. Oh, this is exciting, I know. This is like watching Doom, which you will get a Doom gameplay video either tonight or tomorrow, depending on, I think tomorrow, because it will be the finale to the campaign. Then we'll go into multiplayer.
There's no way I'm leaving until I find what Fuller is hiding.
Yeah, well,
I don't get why they have us waiting so long.
Almost
no patience here.
Okay. There, a tool. Do you have a tool?
Where did my fiancée go? I hope those nutcases will stop burdening her with work.
Okay, wait a minute. This has to be it. Yeah, baby. Let's do this. Okay, so where was that boiler room? Hey, how you doing? Nice smoke.
Patients and hospital personnel eat the same food.
It's that, oh man, it's that same, oh look at that. It actually looks like Tilly. Let's see, she's got nothing to say to me. Well, if she's got nothing to say to me, I got nothing to say to her. Yeah, that's how I roll. Okay. Yeah, they talked about someone that just hangs out in the bathroom all the time. Whoa. There we go, another bedroom. She's probably gonna go, hey, here's some of the medical books I picked up, and then bang, my main protagonist gets all kinds of stuff. Cool. Okay, let's see, let's keep going. Yeah, I'm trying to make this sound as great as I can because I understand. Boiler room, hello, we're gonna close that door. Now, let's get her done. Okay.
I feel guilty about Elizabeth.
Yeah,
but I need
thing.
the diversion.
Okay, so where's Elizabeth? Now we go to her.
It's temperamental, if I understand correctly.
Secondary objective, distract Donovan. Go back to Elizabeth. Well, of
Dr.
course.
Colden, might there be a problem with the water?
I was about to mention it. It seems it's been cut off yet again.
I can't take this, Marie. I feel I'm gonna burst.
It's not your fault if we have defective plumbing.
And yet, I'm the one who gets punished because I'm gonna have to square off with that annoying old witch. Courage, Elizabeth. Here we go.
Let me encourage her to be violent. No, I wanted to encourage her to be violent. Hey, I was actually quite curious, but apparently, so I'm playing as another character entirely. This is cool. I mean, I get it. Trust me, I'm very careful in the games I choose. That's why I don't play Spider-Man playthroughs and things like that. I know the storybook type, you know, the visual movie basically is what we'd stick to usually, unless of course somebody wants some. I mean, you know, the newer games. I think I'm gonna have to start doing that because it just seems like that's what we need to do. Okay, enough of this, let's just follow her. Okay, we know things are about to go. We're just gonna make this a longer video than normal. Okay, yeah.
Mrs. Donovan?
I'm busy. Elizabeth, isn't it?
Yes, ma'am. But it's about the water.
last.
Booyah.
The missing files must be hidden here.
They're not there. They're not there. They're not there or there. They're not there.
The Stendhal syndrome. Of course. This is where Fuller found his diagnosis for Francis Sanders.
Okay, so that's one thing. What's
I
in
should
here?
go another way.
Okay. We're trying to find... Okay, whoa.
Something is wrong with these masts. It's some sort of puzzle.
Okay, let's figure out the puzzle. Well, it's a pretty easy puzzle. Do I need to just left R2? Okay, wait a minute. Oh, I'm silly. Why can't I not get it to go the way... Okay. Okay, so then we're gonna go back over here. Oh, no. Okay, so... Okay. Okay, so now... Let's go over here. And then let's go R2. And let's change this. No. No. Okay. This should be like something I would have figured out when I was a kid. What the heck? What's a Call of Duty? Okay, let's see. I'm just kidding. I do love this stuff, but sometimes it's a little bit annoying. Okay, the wind is blowing backwards, so the sails should all be going this way, that way. So that's boom, boom. Okay. Now I got, okay. So we'll go back there and see what way that goes.
I've unlocked something.
Yay!
Patient files. I was right.
Yeah, baby. Now we gotta get his out of here, I think. Let's see. Run for it. Nope, don't want to run on her. We gotta get the heck out of here.
There's no way I'm leaving until I find what Fuller is hiding.
But we found it. Search Fuller's office. I have to keep searching it. But I thought I found everything. I should have been paying attention. I should have been paying attention to that. My bad. That's on me. Okay, so she came down here. His office is over here. Hopefully the nurse is still fighting with... Okay, so the nurse is still fighting. Close the door. Come on. Okay. So I keep searching his office. High and low. Okay. Okay, so everything's... There we go.
Conclusions. Session number 17. Sarah Hawkins. The patient appears to have finally accepted the illusory nature of what she calls the mythos.
This finger belonged to a woman. Why keep it here?
The price that comes with her exceptional gifts.
Anything green? Tell me if you see anything green, folks. We're looking for the green.
Why does Dr. Fuller write psychological reports about Sarah Hawkins?
First, I presumed that her blood was the key. But I found nothing to explain Mrs. Hawkins' abilities.
He really messed with her, poor woman. Creepazoid. What did he give her?
The poor souls downstairs are not Fuller's only subjects.
Okay, so another pleasure.
James came. Irate that Charles was keeping secrets from him.
Alright, that Charles is
I
keeping
presume that he will try to break into the basement sooner or later.
Okay, what could be around here?
I am prepared.
Is it something on him? On him, perhaps? Yes.
Hawkins, Fitzroy, and Fuller. What is the connection between these three?
It is fortunate that I had the presence of mind to set the morgue in the basement. When all the fuss about the Hawkins incident finally comes to an end, I will dispose of her belongings. In the meantime, they must remain hidden in plain sight.
Please tell me what I'm missing. Someone please, come on.
Of course. Sarah Hawkins is the connection.
And the nurse is gonna be here waiting for us, you know it.
I must go back to the basement.
Oh boy. Okay, here we go. Thank you so much for watching, ladies and gentlemen. I hope you had a good time. I appreciate every single one of you. If you managed to stick it through this one, which I know is different kind. I mean, it's fun to play. I don't know how fun it is to watch. Don't worry, I have some Doom gameplay. I've got a little bit of everything coming over the next few days. Getting a little bit of energy back. So thank you so much for watching. I appreciate every one of you. If you can, drop a like, subscribe, comment, all that good stuff, share. I greatly appreciate it. Trying real hard to get this channel growing. Thank you so much, and I will see you in the next video. We will continue right where this stops.